Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your research for entertainment purposes and allegedly. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and thank you for being here. Today I'd like to do a spread on Harry's daggers pointed at William. The daggers, the dagger stare. I posted on Twitter. A lot of people thought it was rage, envy, hatred. One person said they felt sorry for him, like he was looking at his brother like, pay attention to me, love me. Harry was also giving daggers to Princess Charlotte as well. So he's got some very petulant energy. He is not a happy man. And yeah, this here is the tower crashing. He already did that to the family. When you get the tower in reverse, that's already been occurred. It does represent trying to avert further disaster. He knows his brother's trying to avert anything worse. This is, intense, sudden change. He wanted to do more shocking events, but he kind of already did that. He's fearful of changes. Harry's very fearful of changes. This here is opposition and oppression. Here you could see the strong man. He's trying to put the building back together after it's already been done. It's a lot of upheaval. It's a major life lesson that Harry is having to learn by his own actions, what he's already done. And basically, he did try to do a very hostile takeover, creating a very painful loss, a lot of tragedy. There's nothing he can do now. And here, this is fearful of your life. This is a card of envy. Sometimes on some decks there'll be an eyeball up here. It's like envy's directed at you. And the person now is resisting any changes by what they did themselves. He did it. He did it. This is a past event that already took place when you see the reverse. So he already did it, so he's looking at how he destroyed himself more or less in the process, and there was envy. So there's envy at the bottom of the deck. And he is also thinking here that he needs psychotherapy. Queen of Cups in reverse is needing psychotherapy. Someone who's emotionally unstable, total instability. This can apply to male and female, but I would say he probably is thinking how his wife is the one that got him to do it, as well as his own mental instability, smothering. He just wanted to be smothered. He tried emotionally manipulating the whole takedown, creating this massive sudden change, shocking event. He probably wanted to do some more because of his emotional instability here. That's total emotional manipulation with the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's someone who's not really in tune with their loving feelings. What else can I say with Queen of Cups in reverse? She could apply to a he, is codependent. So he has this codependency issue with William because William used to always fix his messes. He's like, okay, I have this mental instability. You've always fixed my previous messes. How am I going to get you to fix this one for me? William's always been the babysitter and would be the fix-it man for Harry. A lot of people are aware of this. Non-royalists are unaware of how much William has been almost his therapist, because this is a therapist position, needing therapy. He needs his brother to help him. There was sort of this envy, but also this emotional desperation here. Very moody, bitchy position with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So he's feeling very moody, very grouchy, unhappy, victimhood, smothering. He sold himself short by marrying Meghan, and she used her emotional instability to entangle him and her victimhood, and he joined in on it. He took it and grasped onto it, hook, line, and sinker. And that's how I view that. Let's get to the challenging position. The darting eyeballs at William. Those darting, nasty looks. There was that look that we're accustomed to seeing. So the next position, I will take them as they came out here. Yeah, he doesn't feel loved. He doesn't feel loved. He's not loved. His brother's loved by all. Harry's not loved. Harry does not understand human emotions. He's not kind and calm like his brother. He's not trustworthy. You know, he's not emotionally dependable. He's got addiction issues. This is addiction issues. The King of Cups in reverse, he drinks too much. He consumes too much. Moodiness, volatile. We've got 2, instability here of drinking, overconsumption of substances here. Because the King and the Queen of Cups in reverse party too hard. They party too hard. They drink too hard because of they're using substances to regulate their emotions that hits the same nerve receptor as a benzodiazepine. Alcohol calms the nerves. It's the central nervous system calming down thing. And so he's using to soothe himself because he's so unstable. He's focused on how things used to be more idealistic when he was younger. So he's thinking about the old days here when they used to get along and he was inspired. His brother used to inspire him, but instead, what did he do? He took him down because he's messed up. And we got here at the root problem here is because he wanted to be a star and get more attention. He wanted more attention, but he didn't get it, the star in reverse. He's very discouraged now. He was hoping to rise over his brother who used to save him, but now he's in hot water here. And there is no healing, no hope. He knows there's no healing and no hope with his brother. It's like he wants to get back with them. How do I fix this? How do I take this how I tried scorching the earth? How do I fix it? How do I avert more disaster? Will my brother ever come in and care about me enough to save me from myself, from my addictions? Let's get to the past position that doesn't serve. The past position that doesn't serve. The past position that doesn't serve. Yeah, I'm getting a real lump in my throat doing this too. A lot of tension. And when I get that, when I do a reading, when I get that tension in my throat like this, that I know there's tremendous pain here coming from both of them. Tremendous pain because my throat's just like, "Rrr." I got that when I did a Diana read. When I did her energy, I don't know, it was probably like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. And there was that orb that went across the table. My throat was so clenched up doing that reading. And it's reminding me of that. So her energy must be coming in because I'm getting that terrible throat clenching. Harry here is having to go inward. He's going to distance himself. He's thinking, what do I need to do here to get out of this situation? He does not like this situation he put himself in. Self-reflection. How do I heal this dark side? But his back is faced towards all of these. It does not serve him anymore being the dark brother, being the brother who's always having problems, the brother that's always messed up, the brother who cannot get his life straight, the brother who doesn't know his direction, the brother that's always falling apart. Going into the future. Page of Pentacles in reverse. He's not learning his lessons in life. He keeps falling. He keeps falling. He's realized, I did it again. I did it again. I keep doing it. I never seem to learn. When will I ever learn? I will never probably heal. It used to be idealistic. My brother used to come in and save me. Hitting a wall. Not ever being what his brother is in essence. Page of Pentacles in reverse is someone who's just does not know their life direction. He does not know what to plan for his future. How do I plan the future without my brother? Page of Pentacles plans his future. They learn, they study, they grow. He's not growing. He's falling. Feelings in the situation. Knight of Cups in reverse, unrequited love. He knows he's not going to get his brother's love again. He knows he's lost his brother. Probably indefinitely. Yeah, very sad. Next position. Hopes and fears. Hopes is the Queen of Pentacles upright. That's interesting. He's hoping when he flew back afterwards at that moment in time, that things would be nice when he got home with Markle, that the kids would be there, at least Archie, and that he can enjoy himself. But he thought that it would be a nice loving comment, or probably something being said on that speakerphone that he had on, but instead she told him to only have one cocktail. He was expecting a more warm, loving energy, and he was expecting that going home, that quite possibly maybe she would be good to him, seeing how hard it would have been for him to go through. But, you know, she probably wasn't. More than likely, I feel he went off the rails emotionally and is so fed up with everything. So what I have here, that was underneath that. I will get that. So he got the fear aspect. Things aren't well. She's self-referential. She's focused on herself. He's focused on himself. They're upset. There's rage. There's anger. The bad decisions. That swords down. Poor insight. Manipulation with intellect. Strategizing in a very negative way. Anger, just someone you don't want to share your emotions with when the sword is down. This is someone who's not going to talk to you. She probably shut him out. She was too focused on herself at the moment in time. He probably shut himself off too. They're both shutting themselves off to each other. They know that they truly are not going to work out. A lot of secrets coming out with the High Priestess in reverse is the next position here. So the secrets are all coming out about the marriage, the relationship. They can't keep things to themselves. It's very antisocial, personality disordered position. They're superficial towards other people. They are very repressed. They are blocked. They are blocked. Harry and William are blocked from each other. Since this is about William and darting eyes at William, he feels blocked. He feels blocked. They're not friends. We're not friends anymore. He blocked me. And my wife is probably not going to talk to me. Also, not shutting down communication. Communication's down. Not willing to communicate. Even Catherine's not willing to talk to Harry. Darting eyes. Outside influences. Catherine's doing great. She looked great. She was all robed up and looking great, getting the bounty of life. He gets home. He's got the cold, calculated wife. And then we also have here that loving gesture of loving messages. I think he wanted to communicate. He wanted to make some emotional proposals, but he knows he's blocked, is how this reads. He wants to repair things, but it's not going to happen, probably. It's not given. Trust is not given, it's earned, and it's just not going to happen anytime soon. Darting eyes. Darting eyes, yep, he could not control himself from within. He has a lot of resentment, rage buried inside. He can't control himself from within. He's emotionally unstable. Back to strength in reverse. He has no self-discipline, no courage. He doesn't have the resilience needed. He could have never been king, and he knows it. He knows he just doesn't have that kind of self-discipline. He doesn't have that self-belief. He doesn't have the character and integrity that William has. So that's why he was giving darting eyes. He doesn't have that inner strength. His life is about abuse of power, out of control, letting fear rule his life. That's why Harry has emotional instability and uses drugs, because he's letting fear rule him. And his life gets out of control. And now he knows he has to let go of his brother. This is letting go. It's the end of something. The past is relinquished and saying goodbye. He wanted to make a loving gesture of goodbye to his brother, but he was blocked. And he knows he was going home to his wife here. And plus, Catherine wasn't going to talk to him either. So this is rejection. This is mental instability, back to overconsumption of substances, because we've got the King of Cups in reverse with the Queen of Cups in reverse. The two of them probably overconsume when he gets home. They overconsume as well. He's thinking about how William used to set him straight and put him back into more of an idealistic position and used to help him and heal him. He doesn't have that anymore. He lost that aspect of his life. So it's back to him recognizing how he screwed up. But what is he going to do about it? That's the question. What's he going to do with knowing how he screwed up the one relationship that used to keep him in alignment, that one relationship that would put him back where he needed to be in order to function on a higher level? He doesn't have that. He's got Markle. He's got Markle directing him. So that's why he's as sick as he's been in years. What's he going to do about it? He's going to try to understand the human emotion. He's going to try to become emotionally intelligent. He wants to try and understand that human condition of how things went so badly, how he cannot keep his life straight, how things always fall apart with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Bad luck, bad karma, things spinning against you. It's not going right. Everything's going in the wrong way. The reason why everything goes the wrong way is because he doesn't understand himself. He needs to understand his own emotions so that way he can become more tolerant. When you understand the human condition, you're more tolerant. Life doesn't fall apart so badly, because with the King of Cups, they don't fall apart. They just don't fall apart because they understand people. They understand themselves. They understand empathy. They understand rage. They understand what makes people tick. They understand when people are triggered. They understand mental illness. They understand how to be loving and generous and tolerant and diplomatic when dealing with toxic people. They're very forgiving. They can love themselves. It's a self-love card. So he's going to go inward with that hermit energy, distance himself, and look at his vulnerability and why he doesn't understand or love himself. He's doing everything because he doesn't love himself, period. Overconsumption is not self-love. Self-medicating is not self-love. So I think he's going to have a very huge life lesson of why he's actually emotionally broke. He's emotionally broke. He's cracked. He's completely cracked apart. So he wants to understand himself. I think this might be where, if he went to a therapist, because this could be a therapist here, he's going to start to delve into more of his shadow side of himself, because the hermit looks at the shadow side. The hermit looks at the darkest, deepest parts of our psyche, of what triggers us. He needs to get a grasp on himself before he can try to even conquer life in general. So he's understanding how emotionally immature and how triggered he is. He's a walking trigger. And that's why he does so much drugs and alcohol. So that's how I see that. Yes, he is going to have to do that. If he ever has any hopes in healing and not completely cracking his entire universe apart, because he's not going to take down anyone else. He tried, and they rose up, and they're dealing, and now he's on the outs. He got nothing from it. So let's get some on William's end. How does William feel? How does William feel? I'm going to do this real quick. How does William feel about this? How does William feel? 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 I'm going to take that. He doesn't want to hear his loving message. For starters, he's not interested. I don't want to hear it right now. So right now, he's not ready. He's not there. And he won't be there for a long time. He doesn't want that proposal because he knows it's probably going to be manipulation. There's a lack of trust there. Not trusting that. Whatever proposal you have, I'm not drinking from that cup. He doesn't want to drink it. He wants to go the opposite direction. You're coming my way, I'm going that way. That's like if you see someone in the same room, you go to the other side of the room. You just don't want to partake. Main position here, he's just trying to stay temperate. This is what he does because he's very balanced. He's got his life in balance. He's got his life in balance. I don't need my brother. I'm not drinking from his cup. Challenging position for what William was thinking. Challenging position for what William was thinking. There it is. I'm going to be the king one day. This is the ruler card. One day I will be king. That's the challenging position. How do I deal with someone so unstable? And I really cannot align myself with him. I don't want his proposal. Yeah, because if I do, you know, he's just going to want money from me. I think he knows I have it all, and he's going to try and take me down, quite possibly. There's no true enthusiasm here, and he's looking at the purse strings. I think it is William holds the purse strings right now, right? He wants money. He's just going to manipulate me for money, and then it's going to lower my willpower. If I talk to him, it's going to lower my willpower to hold up against him and hold my ground. He'll lower my boundaries, is how I feel about that, because that wand is kind of going down. You know, the wand is his protection. The wand is the willpower. He's afraid he will lose his willpower if he starts communicating with him and getting sucked into the emotional manipulation and affecting his lifestyle of having it all and being respected. And then at the bottom of the deck, he knows subconsciously, he knows he still loves him. I still love him. I still can send out some messages maybe one day. Subconsciously, he knows he still loves him. That love doesn't die. It's just total depression. It's been rough. Let's get to the past position that doesn't serve. Past position that doesn't serve. Past position that doesn't serve. Past position. Past position that doesn't serve William. Past position that doesn't serve is giving up and waving the white flag and not forgiving. The wake-up call has not been heard by Harry. He doesn't like the idea of giving up on him. This is a lack of forgiveness here for the self and for others. Basically, he doesn't like this position. It doesn't serve him to not be forgiving. So I think he wants to be forgiving, and he wants to feel love for him. Not hanging on to the grudges does not serve, because this is the grudge position. The judgment in reverse is hanging on to those grudges. Let's get to the future, going into the future. The future. The future. The future. He's focused on his wife. That's what I had earlier. He's focused on his wife. He's focused on the abundance they have. The mother of his children. That is the mother card. The children card. The garden. The happy home. The happy family. Happy house. Happy family card. He's focused on that. He's focused on what he has in front of him, not what he lost. Let's go to the feelings in the situation for William. The feelings in the situation for William. The feelings in this situation. There we go. Wow. He does not want his brother. Lovers in reverse. Disinterested, breakup, not getting along. No thank you. Total disinterest. We're not partnering up anymore. This testing is over. We're not testing a relationship right at this point in time. Will not test a relationship. Lovers is testing the relationship out. He's not willing to even test it at this point in time. No thank you. He's like a walking cloud. That's why he's so guarded with his willpower, with his wand. Wow. Outside influences. He knows that things are going to get rough. He's like, okay, he's going to come at us again. He's trying to take down the monarchy. He's trying to take down my strength because he doesn't have my position. He knows he'll lose he wants to beat him up too. It came out that William wants nothing more than to punch out Harry. So that could be William. He wants to lose his cool on him. He wants to deck him hard, and that's what that would be. He wants to punch him out. I did see that article, and yeah, that's what people privately are saying. He would just like nothing more than to take him down with his fists. A good old-fashioned brother fight and have William win. Let's get to the next position. The hopes and fears. We have the hope just to carry on. He wants to carry on, drive his chariot forward, tackle challenge, and he may lack some clear vision on what to do with his brother, but he knows he's going to be the victory person. He knows he can move ahead with confidence on his journey. I'm carrying on with my journey, just without my brother. With the royal family, he's going to be the leader. He's going to be the driver at some point in time. And then we have here with the Queen of Cups upright, and he's thinking about his wife because of all the backlash that's been put out on Catherine against Harry and Harry's book and Meghan. He's focused on the love of his wife, the love he has with her, the home they created with each other, driving forward with the royal family. He's going to be the driver for the family. He is driving it forward with victory and goals and accomplishing them. Wants to deck his brother. Sorry, I'm not interested in you. There is absolutely no interest. I still love you. Holding on to grudges doesn't serve me. So it's very high vibe in the sense he's not going to hold those grudges, but I'm not going to accept whatever messages you're giving me because it's going to be manipulation. You just want money from me, and you're going to try and lower my willpower here, and it'll affect my my reign when it does come time for my reign, because I have to maintain balance and equilibrium here because I'm going to be the leader, and it's going to negatively affect his position of having it all. I'm going to have it all. I'm going to be the leader. If I'm too cozy with you, it will take me down. So this is where his brother is bad for his own public PR, his own personal brand of being an upcoming king in the future. It will negatively tarnish his own position, and he knows it. And he has to maintain just total balance here. You know, he's got to be total self-control, but he really wants to lose it on him. He just has to avoid the extremes. And his brother is nothing but extremes. He is nothing but extremes who always had to come in and correct and fix his brother. He's got to focus on what's ahead of him, which is the royal family, the royal crest, moving along without his brother. Go with the flow of what he's supposed to be doing. And also, temperance is also, I can't control other people. I can only control myself. I'm finding the middle ground within myself. I cannot take care of you anymore. So that's how I see it. I hope you enjoy this. And until next time, like and subscribe. Bye, you guys.